I'm Donna Meldon, Executive Director for the Holmes County Chamber of Commerce, and this is Chats with a Chamber Lady. Today's guest is Jeremy Angel with Ludus, Magnus, MMA. Hi, Jeremy. We're so glad to have you as a guest today. You doing all right?
I'm good. Thank you guys for having me.
Well, we're so excited about discussing your business here in Bonifay. Of course, you're new to this area. Would you like to tell me a little bit about your family?
So we kind of do this as a family.
Okay.
It's me and my wife Jennifer and our two daughters Gemma and Jada.
And of course, I've met your family. Actually, y'all came and performed at the Down Home Street Festival. So you just got two lovely daughters. So we're glad to have you as part of our community here. Tell me what MMA stands for.
MMA is mixed martial arts. And what mixed martial arts is, it encompasses multiple art forms into one.
Okay. Which that includes Jiu-Jitsu.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me what some of the benefits are to Jiu-Jitsu and the other disciplines.
Well, I mean, we teach boxing, kickboxing, Muay Thai, wrestling, Jiu-Jitsu, and then altogether MMA. But Jiu-Jitsu by far is my favorite one because it is punching's great. You know, everybody can throw a punch. May not be the greatest, but everybody can throw a punch and have a chance of knocking somebody out. But grappling, any art form of grappling, takes true skill. So, and with Jiu-Jitsu, it's teaching you how to get a larger person off of you, to control a person who's out of control, and just really protect yourself.
So there's numerous benefits to learning Jiu-Jitsu and the moves that go along with it, correct?
There's tons, even from the first steps, you know, falling down and standing up correctly.
Right. Now, why should people train? Tell us a little bit about the training.
Well, we don't ever want to use what we train. You know, it's just a nice thing to have in your pocket if you need it. We live in a crazy world. You know, I would rather not be a victim and know I can protect myself in that situation, and have the skills.
Okay. Now, if I came to the gym, what would that first day of training be like? Tell me what we would do first.
The first thing we would do would be about a 10-minute warm up, and that moment is the moment that most people realize they don't have cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something that they want to get better. They want to get in better shape. You know, it's a big motivation factor because after 10 minutes of working out, you're sweating and you're breathing hard, and it's like, I thought I was in better shape than this.
Now, and I guess you have to assess each person that comes in, and you gauge the training to that person's ability, and you meet them where they're at. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am. We have everything from people who just walked in yesterday to pro-level fighters.
And tell me a few goals that you have for this business and for your gym here.
I moved here from North Georgia like 8 years ago, and I noticed that there was no youth wrestling. Mm-hmm. And youth wrestling is a huge benefit to have for kids. Mm-hmm. So number one, my goal was to bring youth wrestling here, and we're on the verge of that. This year in August, we'll have youth wrestling going.
And what ages?
I think they start at 5 and up.
Okay.
All the way through high school age, I believe.
All right. And now, where all do you compete?
For wrestling, it'll be in the state of Florida, but everything else, we compete all over the entire country. We go to New York a couple times a year. We go to Atlanta. We go to Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, South Florida. I have promotions in California and Vegas trying to get us out, and it's just timing.
When you do go to these competitions, how many students usually participate?
It varies. We typically don't travel unless we have at least 3 people competing. But we've had upwards of 14, 15 at one time compete.
All right. Now, I'd like to get back to the Jiu-Jitsu for just a moment. We were talking just a little while ago about that you have some 70-year-old ladies that that comes to learn defense. Just tell us a little bit.
So once every 6 weeks, I try to do it sooner than that, but about every 6 weeks we hold a free women's self-defense seminar, and my wife Jennifer runs it. The first thing we do is we teach them how to fall down and stand up, and the great thing about that is as you age, one of your worst fears is falling down and hurting yourself. So learning how to fall properly, we tuck our arms in, we tuck our chin, we keep everything safe so we don't break any bones, and we fall with as little impact as possible. So, that is, to me, for the older ladies who come in for the seminars, that alone is worth doing it.
Oh, I certainly agree. Now, in addition to women, you also work with the youth. Tell us a little bit about that.
So we have every day, Monday through Friday, kids classes. And we do it from 4 to 5 every day. They learn a mixture of boxing, kickboxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu. So they get a little bit of everything. They know how to really defend themselves. But the big thing with kids is how to deal with bullies, how to deal with somebody at school wanting to put their hands on you. Don't get in trouble. We don't do this to fight. We do this to protect ourselves. So, we teach the kids, you do not put your hands on somebody. And, in the worst case scenario, we go through that, where they have no option. And it's always restrain the person, don't punch them, don't hurt them.
Now, if anybody would like to sign up for the classes, tell me how they would go about doing that. And I think you have a new website up, don't you?
Yes, ma'am, we do. We just opened it. We just started it like 3 weeks ago, I believe. It is Ludus Magnus MMA.gymdesk.com.
All right. Could they go to your website and find out more information and how to join a class?
I have put as much information as you could ever need on the website, and you can find out our class schedule. You can find out our pricing. You can find out upcoming events. I'll put little blogs on there about, the benefits of certain things that we do. So, and then there's a member registration form. You can always request more information. It's got a little bit of everything.
All right. And your location here in Bonifay?
We're at 401 McLaughlin Avenue at the Midtown Plaza.
Yes. And your gym is there. And in addition to your gym here in Bonifay and the classes that you teach, you also, your first location was in Defuniak Springs. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Well, we're just so glad that you decided to come here to Bonifay. The services that you offer to our community are just never ending. And who knows, I might need to sign up for one of those jiu-jitsu classes. Jeremy, it's been a pleasure talking with you today. Anything else that you would like to tell our viewers?
One thing, law enforcement. Jiu-jitsu, I think would be hugely beneficial for law enforcement. And I just put it out on social media a couple weeks ago. We are offering a free month for any law enforcement that wants to come in and try this.
Okay.
This could be a lifesaver for them.
You heard that, law enforcement agents. Well, Jeremy, thank you for being a guest today. We've enjoyed learning about jiu-jitsu and everything else encompassing. So this is Donna Meldon, Executive Director for the Holmes County Chamber of Commerce. And just remember, if you need it or you want it or you want to do it, Holmes County's got it for you. Thank you.